In November of 2024, when I began taking my YouTube content seriously, I was 20 years old back then. And when I wanted to start making the videos back then in November last year, I began to ask people for support, even people that are close to me, because when you want to film a YouTube video, you need to have at least some good gadgets that you need to start filming again. So I began to ask some people that were close to me, and I asked them people that were financially capable and they could support me with that easily. So I asked them, okay, please, can you support me with this gadget? Can you support me with this? Can you support me with that? I need this to start filming. Like, I just love YouTube and I believe in what I'm doing and it could be productive, it could yield the result you get. Please, you can just support me no matter how small with this camera or whatsoever thing. And I noticed that when I told some of the people like about what I wanted to do, some of them were very unhappy through their emotions, through the way they were speaking. I could sense that they were not happy as I told them something like this. You can design for when people are not really supportive or happy about your goal, about your ambition. When I noticed that, I was very, very sad. That's just the thing about life. When you want to begin something, when you want to start pursuing your goal, most times when you begin at that early stage, you will feel unsupported. Most people will not support you. Most people are unlikely to support you. At that early stage, when you're beginning something, either you're pursuing your goal or your ambition or your education or whatsoever thing, at that early stage, most of the time or sometimes, most people won't support you and you will feel like no one is noticing what you're doing. You will see no encouragement, no one is complimenting you. Okay, you see you are trying. Oh, I love what you're doing. And you will also feel behind because when you will start seeing others maybe moving forward while your own vision, you're still struggling, you're still trying to build something up. While others seem to be ahead or others seem to be doing well financially or in whatever thing maybe you're dreaming about to become. And when Mr. Beast began filming in 2012 or those early days, if you notice that if you watch his video, you see that only him was filming right there in his bedroom. You get the current friends he has now, they were not there. It was only Mr. Beast that was filming right there in his room back then in 2012. You get there was no support. His family was not financially buoyant. But he kept filming, he kept uploading. Why? Because he believed in what he was doing. So when you're starting your vision, you're going to start alone, and you only get support once your success comes. Some people will never like to support you at the beginning stage because they will feel like maybe what this you're doing is rubbish, it's not productive, it can never work. You get so you're the only one who have to build it up from that beginning phase. You get because this vision was only given to you to start. While you are building, people will be seeing what you're doing, but they will keep quiet. They'll be like as if they're not seeing what you're doing, about what you're building, about what you're doing. You get so people only believe in what you're doing only when they can see the physical result of it. You get so once they don't see the result, most people will just back off. Most people won't like to put their resources or support at this early stage. That's just the truth about being alone. It's just at this stage, most of the time you're the only one who have to push through this stage. Like I'm pushing through my own YouTube at this current stage I am right now. I've just come to realize that I'm the only one who have to keep building, who have to keep doing whatsoever thing or achieving or pursue my own goals because at this stage, support most of the time are unlikely to come. And I've noticed over time that people who have small visions or people who do not dream big, people who just think small, if you notice most of the time, they often get support. But while you who have a great vision, who wants to build something great, wants to accomplish great things, and if you notice most of the time, you won't get support. That's just it about life. Now, I want you to understand that lack of support is not actually a setback. Because when no one pushes you, you become self-driven. That is, you don't need anyone to come and push you. Okay, today you want to film a video. Please, your mom or someone will come and tell you, okay, get up, go and film your video. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. No. Or today you want to read your books, you want to study for an exam, you want to study for a course, you want to go for something. Someone to start pushing you, still disturbing you to start to begin to study, to read. No. Once you are starting alone, once there's no support, you see that your only support you have is yourself. You become self-driven. You don't need anyone to motivate you to get up and think. You don't need anyone to support you or push you to get up and work. You just do things on your own. When there's no support, you notice that you start building discipline. You start seeing that no one can push you, no one can tell you what to do. You just build discipline. You start building your life around what you want to do. You don't need anyone to call for you. You don't need anyone to consolidate. You don't need anyone to comfort you to tell you that, oh, you're doing well. You just build a discipline. You just know that this is what I need to do now. I have to just do it, whether I'm happy or not, whether I'm sad or not. But since this is important for my future, I have to keep doing it. And when you walk alone at this stage, when you're walking alone, you notice that you begin to build your own identity. You begin to realize that, oh, I'm very strong. I never realized that without support, I can still keep pushing. Support itself is not bad, but most of the times, when you begin to build alone without support, you begin to discover yourself. You begin to discover how strong you are. Like the things you thought you couldn't be able to, you start seeing that you are doing it. You are smashing your goals. You're building. You notice that you are disciplined. That you are consistent. That you're a great person. That you can build up something for yourself. You only discover this most of the time when you don't see support. And when you're in solitude, when you are alone, you begin to discover that you are becoming focused. You start getting that kind of clarity you only get when you are on your own, when you are only by yourself, when you are feeling supported only by yourself. Since I didn't get support from people, I noticed that I began to discover this kind of traits or this kind of discipline in my life. When I would have discovered that I have these traits if I actually got support from people. The real reason you're feeling alone or you're feeling unsupported at this stage of your life is because you are growing faster than your environment. Because when you're living in an environment where people have limited thinking or limited vision or don't have any vision at all, you see that once you're working on something that's big or you're working on achieving a certain kind of goal, most of those people at that place you are will start feeling like you have left them behind. You are not joining them to do what they do. Why? Because your life or the way you're moving right now is different than what they are doing. So you have to grow faster, or you grow faster than the people that stay in the same environment as you are. Because you want something that most people don't understand. Again, most people are looking at you like, why is this guy filming a video every day? What is it? Why is he wasting his time? What is he filming video every day? His mates are out there working in a remote job or working in this and that. Why is he wasting his time filming every day? Or most people say, why are you going to school? Your mate are in the family, your mate are doing something, you're learning something. Why you wasting your time going to study? Or why you waste your time doing this? Why you waste your time doing that? Why you waste your time traveling? Why not stay here? What are you going to travel for here? So most people will not understand why you are doing that. They don't know that you are building something big. Until they see it, they will not believe it, because not everyone is meant to work with you and the same vision. Now, I want you guys to reason some. Now, if you notice that when we are growing up as kids, you get most people have this vision of like, your friends will think like, oh, I want to be a doctor. Your friends say, me, I want to be a doctor too. Like, if all of us, if when you are like 3 years, or let's say, okay, when you're like 10 years or so, we start saying, oh, I want to be a doctor. My friends, your friends say, I want to be a doctor too. Oh, me and you will be doctors. We'll be doctors. You get, I want to be a lawyer. You and your friends back then when you were a kid, you start saying that you have a shared ambition. Maybe you want to become a lawyer together. You start want to study at the same school. You want to study. You want to work at the same office. You want to work at the same place. You get, so you guys had a collective vision or a vision that were together, that were in sync to each other. But if you notice what time as you keep growing up, you start seeing that you start discovering your path, like what you want to do. You start noticing as you're growing up that that's your friend, that both of you had like a shared vision that of becoming something, maybe a certain kind of profession or want to work at a certain kind of place. You start noticing that as you keep growing up, you start discovering that maybe your path is not in line with what you told your friend back then when you were a kid. You start discovering your own path. That your friend also means also discover their own path, like what they want to achieve. You start seeing that there were kind of like a divergence in your vision. When you were together, when you were small, you will notice that you had a collective or the same kind of vision. But as you keep growing, you start discovering your path. You start discovering that maybe you love music, maybe you love making videos, maybe you love being a doctor, maybe you love being a pilot. And that's your friend knows that maybe he has other kind of vision or other kind of thing he wants to do aside what you all agreed on or decided to do when you were kids. That's just it about feeling alone. You have to keep building this your relationship, because not everyone will understand. People are going to misunderstand what you are doing, why you are working so hard, why they are sleeping, why you are building, why they are not building anything. Most great people don't say support when they began doing their vision, whilst they start working on their vision. And I'll give you some piece of advice on things you should do when you are not supported or when you're not feeling known. Avoid comparing yourself with other people. Because when you see other people who are getting support, you start feeling like what I'm doing is not valid, or what I'm doing does not make sense. Why is this person getting support? Why is not even building something as big or as large as what I'm building? Maybe start seeing people start supporting that person, or you start seeing someone on social media maybe doing well, while you feel like you're struggling, you're not doing it. You start feeling like your brain will start telling you you're not doing anything. Avoid that, because you are making progress. Even if no one supports you, you are making progress. You are still building. Avoid comparing yourself with people. And you should also avoid telling everyone your plans. When you start telling people, maybe say you want to film a video today, maybe you start telling everybody, okay, today I want to go and film a video. Oh, mommy, I want to film a video. Everybody, my friends, I want to film a video. You start noticing that when you start sharing your vision, you start seeing that you will not feel the motivation to even film that video that day, because your brain will start feeling like you already accomplished it while you've not even done the actual work you wanted to do. So avoid telling people your plan. And also because some people are not happy with you. Some people don't like as you are working on the vision. Some people that don't have vision or a sense of direction in life will not be happy seeing you. They may small, maybe they see you as a small boy, as a small girl. Maybe you want to become big, you want to become great, you want to become wealthy, maybe have plans of building something great. So those people that don't have vision or a sense of direction in life will not be happy, or will not celebrate you, or will not jubilate with you when they see you working in your vision. And you have to stay consistent even when no one is watching you. If you look at my YouTube channel, I've been creating videos since 2022. And most of my videos right here have not really performed very well over time. But you see, one thing about me is that I've been consistent. I didn't used to take this YouTube content very seriously. When I discovered that this is my passion, what I love doing, I became consistent. Even when people, maybe I don't get lots of views, or I'm not getting maybe 100,000 views or a huge number of views, I've been consistent. I just keep posting, whether people are watching me or people are not watching me. I just keep posting my videos. I just be consistent. That's just it about it in life. Anything you love doing, stay consistent. Even when it feels like no one is watching, no one is celebrating you, no one is clapping for you, you have to be consistent. That's how I've been able to keep pushing through in what I am doing. You have to focus on making progress so that people validate what you're doing or not. You have to validate yourself. You have to know that what you're building is cool, what you're building is great. You have to just keep making progress daily because this vision is about you, not about them. Finally, you must understand that those who don't support you or those who didn't clap for you at this early stage of your life now, you get those some people will be the one to celebrate to the loudest when the results start showing. That way, you must keep building because you're not building for them, you are building for your future. When Mr. Beast began filming his videos in 2012, most people be laughing at this young teenager, maybe in his room, wasting his time filming videos while his mates are in college. But today, those people that didn't celebrate him are now the one clapping the loudest for him, and now the one subscribing to him because the results has showed. That's why you must keep building even when no one sees you because at the later end, the results will definitely come as long as you are consistent and you keep working.